Alrighty, hello everyone. What's going on, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be covering the Battle Pass news from earlier this week, where the overall game is more or less heading, and we're going to maybe even talk a little bit about the ALGS as regional finals of the Split 2 LAN is going to be later this weekend. If you enjoy this content, if you want me to stream a little bit more, be sure to hit the like button, and let's get right to it. How we all doing? Dexel, what's up? Robert, what's up? I will just also say before we go through the battle pass here, you guys know that I rarely go into like super negative topics on my channel. I purposely avoid negative topics. I have maybe 4 or 5 videos on my entire channel of the like 800 plus videos where I do actually get negative. So this isn't going to exactly be one of those, but I think I am going to try to be pretty fair with the battle pass. And I'm going to try to be as brutally honest as I can for the first, probably half of the stream, I'll say. I'm not going to try to over dramatize anything like I have seen a lot of other content creators do. But I will say I'm just trying to critically think about what this battle pass is giving us and where the devs are coming from, more specifically EA, where EA is coming from. So I don't want to see Apex Legends go from where it was in the trajectory it's been going on is not great. If we look at this, you can see over the last year, Apex a year ago was at 451,000 players, and right now it's at 244,000 players. So almost cut in half in the year span. It's pretty bad. The last season, really, it's gone down almost by half, which is pretty awful. So we're going to talk about that and a lot more, but we'll start with the Battle Pass. Nate, what's up? I have not commented on the Battle Pass yet. Almighty SpongeBob, Colt, what's going on, everyone? Kyle, Image. What was my first reaction when I heard about the Battle Pass? So honestly, when I first heard about the Battle Pass changes, I wasn't that negative on them. I mean, when you look at the graphic here, you guys can see it, yeah. When you look at this graphic here, it's like, seems not terrible. You know, you're getting less levels. It's every half season, which is okay. You're getting like more stuff compared to what we were getting. There's more packs. But the big thing on the top is, of course, the dollar value, which is super disappointing. And honestly, the stuff on the right here, I don't really care about. It's just really that there, but we'll get more into that in a little bit. We're gonna go through this post because there's really a lot in here. And I want to discuss where the overall game is going, the content that we've gotten in the last year or so, plus the content that I think is on the way. Battle Pass changes are only problem for people who are using coins to buy the next one. Yes, correct. Need to get cheaters for sure, yeah. I'm doing well, Legacy, thank you. So there is quite a bit in here. This first paragraph is honestly pretty crazy. You know, hey Legends, you know we're all in on creating the best experience. We frequently iterate the game, chatting with other players, blah, 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 from casual to pros. Today we're announcing the brand new Battle Pass experience that's going to launch with Season 22. And this isn't just a heads up, it's also a look inside as to how we've improved the value. And that's really the line that I've been trying to like grapple with the past couple days, how we've improved the value. Reduce the time needed to unlock the high-end stuff, which I think is good, and more. There is a TLDR, which I'm not going to really go through TLDR, but we all know that they changed it from using the previous season's coins to now needing cash. I mean, I don't really need to say why they did it. I mean, they want money, obviously. But the value, is it being improved? I don't know. Like maybe the actual pass perceived is perceived to have a higher value, but as a whole, not really. Apex coins are now just worth a little bit less if you're only a Battle Pass user. So it's a little bit crazy. It's definitely, I mean, they just want more money, which, you know, is fair, but I think there's a couple other ways they could have done this and got maybe less roasted. Master, what's up? They need to fix SBMM cheaters? Yeah, definitely a money grab for sure. Don't like it, but I think the reason I don't mind it is I am coming from COD, which is a $30 US Battle Pass. Yeah, for sure. The TLDR, I don't think we really need to look at. Here's the gist. Shorter Battle Pass with 1 for each split, revamped rewards, and purchase with IRL currency, and a new Premium Plus. So They've seen the numbers, things are more approachable and realistic for our global player community. Each of these updated aspects allow us to make the Battle Pass more attainable and valuable for your time and money. I mean, this is not really true. Like the Battle Pass isn't more attainable and isn't more valuable for your money, maybe your time, but not your money at all. Vic, what's up? Um, and it's definitely not more attainable. The Battle Pass more attainable? It's definitely not more attainable because if you're a 14, 15, 16-year-old kid and you don't have a ton of money, like that Battle Pass is not more attainable now. So this is definitely like super misleading and like kind of a lie. Not going to grind the Battle Pass means you're not going to play as much. Yeah, I mean that's definitely it's definitely something that kind of gives you the carrot to come back all season long. Is if you want to finish that Battle Pass and get the end thing. Now it's every half split, which we're going to talk about that too. Like the Battle Pass being 2 Battle Passes might actually be a problem for the grinders out there. Don't think it's going to last. Has the potential to ruin the player retention already more than it was before. Yeah. I mean, it's like I was kind of getting roasted on my community post where in here I said, like, at the end of the day, it's a free game. If you don't like it, don't spend your money on it. Someone in here saying, like, I ended off horribly and shouldn't be positive about what they're doing. I don't know if that's really being positive. And at the end of the day, I'm a grown man. I shouldn't be telling people to scam themselves. I don't think it's not really my responsibility for people to tell people what they should spend their money on. It's just to kind of inform them. But um, it's just not more attainable. This is just not true. Instead of just talking about it, we want players to experience new Battle Pass format themselves. All players will be able to earn the first splits Battle Pass for free by doing some challenges. So that's good. I mean, they are giving you a little bit. As long as you log in and get that Battle Pass for free, that's a win. They're trying to mostly just get you the buy-in. There's like a marketing strategy where company or a program will get you in for free and then they'll expect you to spend money because you've already done it once. So they might just go back to how it was before in the season after this one. Yeah, is it going to be reverted? I don't know. I don't think it's going to get reverted. This, I'm sure, is something they thought about for a while. I guess let's finish the overview, and then I'll talk a little bit about why I'm a little concerned in terms of why they're doing this now. There's a couple periods where they could have announced this that would have been way better for them, and they didn't, which makes me very concerned. But splits and levels starting season 22. Each split will now have its own 60 level battle pass, the same cost for each. So it's $10 every split, $10 every 6 weeks, $20 a season now instead of 0 or 10 if you were spending money. You're gonna be able to get that reactive skin a little bit quicker than before. It's only 60 levels. You'll now earn double the battle pass rewards across the entire season by completing both battle passes. And you can continue your progress past level 60 up to level 100 to upgrade your battle pass badges. So this is something I've not really seen a lot of people talk about. I think I saw I think it was Ross mentioned it on Twitter, but the fact that you now have a battle pass badge, allegedly badges per split, means if you want to hit the max level of that splits like badge, you got to get 106 weeks. That is crazy, especially if they do not like increase the amount you can level. Like if it's the same as before where you just get challenges and you get like say 10 levels a week, you need to hit level 100 in 6 weeks. That's a crazy grind. And then you need to do that, twice in a season. The second split always has less content, so you need to hit 100 in the second half of the season when the season's like kind of dead. That is wild to me. If they don't increase, like if they don't make the amount you level up the badge faster than or the battle pass faster, this is going to be a huge, huge, huge issue. You guys need to talk to them. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, creators can voice their opinion. I can voice my opinion on the matter. I don't really know if what I say is going to really influence them monetarily. We can give them ideas for content and stuff, but when it comes to making money in the game, I think like no one has influence over that really. It's just the larger player base spending their money. If you don't like this, you can't buy it, and hopefully they'll change it. It's sad. Played this game 5 years now. I don't care about skins or items anymore, which means new battle pass shouldn't affect me really. But I see myself playing less in the future. Yeah, and that's like something similar to how I feel. It's like I don't. I mean, I buy a ton of skins. Obviously, I make content in the game, so I get skins for that. But I don't really care about the skins. I just want the game quality to be good. And we've been spending so much time over the past week and over the past year talking about how many like cosmetic events there are. We're not even like talking about the game. We're just talking about something that like almost doesn't matter at all, which is just crazy. It kind of reminds me of the old days of Destiny. When Destiny 1 and then Destiny 2 came out, there was so much talk about what the game like could have been. And so much time just spent fixing things that they weren't actually making new content because they were trying to fix stuff all the time. And it kind of reminds me of that. Like we're just sidetracking to something else rather than actually talking about the gameplay. Maybe that's what they want. Maybe they don't want you to talk about the gameplay. I don't know. Traction rewards. We're maintaining both Battle Pass tracks, free and premium. You always will be rewarded regardless of what you're on. So that's good. That's unchanged. The amount you get for free is more now. And you're getting it every half season. So I guess that's good. You're getting 400 Apex coins every half season rather than 200 Apex coins every season. So if you want to buy event skins, you will get enough coins for an event skin every like 3 seasons. Woohoo, I guess. Vote with a wallet if all content creators stop spending completely. Should do something. The thing is, like, even if content creators like myself stop spending money on the game, the amount is so small. You know, what's there like? Let's say there's 500 to 1,000 Apex creators. We all stop spending money. Cool. But there's another 3 to 4 million people. What's 500 people when you're comparing it to 3, 4 million people that play the game? Off track, but is there supposed to be a new map coming this season? We'll get to that a little bit later. I'm not sure, actually. I don't know. And truthfully, I don't know anything about the next season, which concerns me also. Let's go into the graphic. So we just said you get more Apex coins every season now. You're getting 400 a season because you got to double this. I think I will say as much as I don't like the Battle Pass, like the change in the pricing, I do actually like that it's less levels every half season. I mean, it's 120 levels, I guess, the whole season. I guess it's not really any different if I'm looking at it that way. I just like that the Battle Pass is less levels as a whole because I felt like the Battle Passes before were just filled with garbage. So hopefully they take the garbage out and there's a little bit more in the post about that. And they make the levels you're earning actually give you something. It seems like that's happening. If there's 60 levels, I mean, we can kind of infer there's going to be 13 levels of coins, maybe 10 levels of crafting metals. So that's 23 levels, exotic shards, 24, and then 20 packs. So that's like 40, 45, 7, 8, 9, 49 levels of this. And then another like 10-ish levels of stuff that's not in here, probably like trackers and stuff. So I do like that it's a little bit more condensed. There's less garbage. Like, I don't think we need this season 22 kills for Octane. Like, I don't think that's necessary anymore. They're talking about how they're changing that. We as a community need to not buy the Battle Pass. The first part of the new Battle Pass system will be free, but not the second part during the split. Agreed, yeah. Yeah. If you don't like this, you just can't buy it. In terms of value, it's the same price. Obviously, you got to spend real money now. Is this a better value just purely in Battle Pass form? I guess. When you're just looking at the Battle Pass, you're not worried about the real life versus coin aspect. You get double the amount of crafting metals. So every half season, They're giving you enough crafting metals to buy an event skin, plus basically enough to buy another event skin and coins. You're getting more packs, which means you're getting 34 packs a season instead of 14, which means you can get an heirloom quicker if you're buying them. But in terms of value, I don't know. It's like so difficult to say what's valuable. I mean, like $10 to me is honestly nothing, but $10 to someone who is going to school and only works in the summer and makes, I don't even know what, $15 an hour for 20 hours a week. $10 to them is so much more than what it might be perceived for myself. So the value is so difficult to state what is like valuable or whatnot. I don't really love when people are telling you what you should value and what you shouldn't. But I know for the fact that Battle Pass will be expensive here in South Africa. Yeah, I imagine. What? There's I saw someone on Twitter posting about where they are, and it's going to be like the equivalent of like $60 to $70, which is absurd for the U.S. But um, looking at the premium, they say the premium is a better value now. If we go back to the article, Premium Track Plus, gone is the bundle of the pass. That too is in need of a refresh. And that's the thing, like I kind of agree, it's in need of a refresh, but I think they just went about it the wrong way. We think this new offering strikes a good balance. You guys see this? Strikes a good balance between value and cost. If you opt to purchase the Premium Plus for $10 more than the Premium Track, you'll receive an additional 6,100 value. It's funny how 10 more US dollars, you'll receive an additional 6,100 Apex coin value. So it is interesting that they're attributing the battle pass to an Apex coin value, but they're also not letting you buy the battle passes anymore with Apex coins. So the value of the Apex coin almost doesn't matter as much because you can't use them for as much as you could before. 10 levels, 2 premium legendary skins per the battle pass will be exclusive for 1 year, 10 exotic shards, an additional 10 to the premium track, all playable legends. I guess if you're like new to the game and you want to play all the legends, that's nice. But that's like a negative for me. Like I don't get anything. All legends playable during the battle pass duration. I already have all the characters. I'm sure a lot of you watching already have all the characters. So that's, you cross that off. No reactive variant. What if they make you buy it in a shop? I wouldn't be surprised, right? I wonder. Let me get into the game. Actually, that's actually a really good point. What if they make you buy it in the shop? Let me go to the game real quick. See if I can get in here. It might take a minute to load. No, perfect. So like you go into the store now, it might make you buy the variant like this here. Has 50 exotic shards. I didn't even think about that. They're just gonna put the variant in the shop. That's absurd. Oh my god. There's no way. Wow. I didn't even think about that. That's crazy, big brain. I would not be surprised at all if that happens. This game becomes more free-friendly like it is currently with once to buy Battle Pass, you get all the other free. It makes the content of the game flourish. Conspiracy theories are going to walk back some parts. Maybe paying with money so the community won't be unhappy. I feel like that's a very positive take. You have way more positivity than I do. Anyway, the value of the premium is a little weird. Like before, it was 2,800 Apex coins, $28, and now it's $20 just straight up cash. I feel like this is not a one-to-one like value though, because often when you buy Apex coins, you can get free coins. Like if you buy $40 worth, you get $10 worth for free. So saying this is $28 is not a one-to-one. And I don't also love that comparison where they just like say it's a 29% reduction in value. I said that's somewhere in here. Where was it? It was price, yeah. The new Premium Plus Battle Pass comes in at $19.99 USD, offers additional value, a cost difference of 29% when compared to the discounted Premium Battle Pass bundle at $2,800. So again, I don't think that's a one-to-one value though, because you get bonus Apex coins if you buy larger amounts. And if you're a EA Play member like I am, because I play on Xbox, so I have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which comes with EA Play, I get a flat discounts on coins regardless. So if I go back to the game, you can see if I go to buy coins, I get a discount right off the rip because I am an EA Play member. So the value there is not exactly true at all. If you buy $100 worth of coins, you're getting them for 90, but you're also getting like a bonus $15. So the value is not really accurate. What do you think about the cheater problem lately? I don't think it's good. I did that one spectating video like 2 weeks ago, and I had boosters the second game, like 6-man stackers. I don't play on PC anymore because I was being very sussed out about who I was going up against. So I do think cheating is obviously a huge problem. It doesn't help that they announce all this when there's all those cheating game problems. Guess when I get home, I'll just spend Apex coins on something else. Shaking my head, been saying this forever, for sure. Mostly wishful thinking, but I haven't seen the community this generally. Yeah, mad, bored, unhappy. Yeah, ever, for sure. I agree. Let's finish up this premium pass before we talk about content, because there's a lot I want to talk about in terms of content that has happened over the past year and a half and content that's coming up. But value in here, like, I don't know. The fact that you'd spend $40 a season if you get both of these, 20 a piece, is crazy. Like $40 for a battle pass every season, I think is high. But like someone said in the chat earlier, the fact that COD's battle pass is $30 for the black cell, and COD seasons are like 60 days instead of 90. So it's like pretty similar in value in terms of when you compare it to that game. I think PUBG also you might have to buy the battle pass with cash. Can't for sure say about that. I will say, of the premium, like if you're going to be buying exotic shards, you should just get the premium because you get 10 exotic shards, extra exotic shards for the premium. So you're getting $10 in exotic shards just straight away, in addition to getting bonus skins. So when you're looking at the value of this, is it valuable because you got to spend real money? No, but is, in terms of what you're getting for $20, worth the value in Apex terms? Maybe. Like 2 legendary skin variants is honestly like $18 each normally, or 1,800 coins normally. So is it valuable? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. COD have normal battle pass. Black Cell is just extra. Correct. Yep. And that's like similar. Like Apex has premium, normal, free, and the premium plus, which is what I'm comparing the Black Cell to. I was wondering, do you think EA wants Apex to die out to move on to something else? No way. Apex makes them like multiple billions of dollars. They would never want that. The problem is, as less people play the game, there's less people to buy stuff. So in order for them to make up the loss in revenue due to less players, is they got to find more ways to introduce cash flow. So they do this with the battle pass. There's now 3 or 4 events every season, and that's how they try to make it up. They kind of like ring out their players and just get them to buy as much as they can. So they definitely don't want the game to die. It makes them a lot of money. They don't want the game to be bad either. Like Apex doesn't want cheaters in the game. It's just they can't. They're just having a really bad time dealing with it. What else in here? Price. Cost is another aspect we've been reevaluating to up the value going forward. Each premium track. Yeah, we kind of just talked about that. You buy the normal pass and then get the... It is funny. If you buy the normal pass and then get... And what happens if you buy the battle pass, then unlock it, we've got you, you'll be refunded 1,000 AC. I'm guessing this is supposed to say if you buy the premium battle pass after you buy the regular, we'll give you 1,000 Apex coins, which is like the $10 they're attributing towards. Apex needs to address all the problems, stop moving so fast for cosmetics, yeah. Trackers, this is actually one thing I like, which got crazy overshadowed because everything else was so negative. But trackers, before we wrap this up, let's chat trackers. Some of y'all are really passionate about these, especially the designed ones, which I agree. I do really like this, event designed ones. We're a lot utilize trackers. We're bloating the battle pass rewards is one of the first things we notice in WoW. They're great for gloating. We want to have bigger and better rewards for your time in game, regardless how much time you spend in the Outlands. We'll be removing the base level trackers from the battle pass while we work on some quality of life upgrades on the side. Basically, they're removing the season 21 kills, season 21 wins. I think this was kind of cool, but I don't think it's really needed per se. It says they're working on something else, so I don't know if that'll be going away permanently. I kind of see them maybe making it so you can set something custom in the tracker, like they'll release the tracker and you can change what you want it to say, maybe. I'm not sure. Notice we said base level, fully designed trackers featuring art will be still available in the Battle Pass and with our upcoming revamp. Yeah, you can put the new trackers are going to be able to go on any legend, looks like, which is cool and bad. It kind of like it's sad that we won't have specific ones for specific legends potentially. It almost reminds me of like we're not getting heirlooms for specific legends anymore, really. I don't know. But money is their main problem, so yeah, of course. And it is a free game. Like I'm happy none of this potentially detracts from the game. But I wish we weren't talking about this and I wish we were talking more about the game, you know. So let's talk a little bit about content going forward. And I just want to talk a little bit about. Well, let me make sure I got all the points I want to talk about. Yeah, I guess my biggest concern with this whole thing, and I kind of already mentioned it, but with the dwindling player base, more monetization kind of equals a recipe for disaster. We kind of were talking about that. And I guess, the only positive I can potentially see as to why they would do this is like they are so confident with their next year of content that they want to drop this right now and get it out of the way. So people aren't talking about this in a year and this can just be something in the past and we're all just, you know, admitted to it without really getting an opinion. But honestly, at the same point, I was thinking like, why did they release this now? Shouldn't they just release this info with a new season? Because if they release it with a new season, there's actually content in the season that can overshadow some of this. And they didn't do that. So my presumption is one, like I said, they're very confident in the next season's content or even the next year of content. Or two, they don't have really anything on the pipeline in the next season. So they're talking about this now because there's not going to be that much next season and they don't want more negativity with the seasonal launch. Because if I were them, if I was a marketing person, at least think about this logically, I'm not a marketing person, but you think you would announce this Battle Pass reward stuff when the new season launches. So you're talking about the new season mostly, but also you see this Battle Pass changes happened. That's the only thing I can think about it. Like if you release a new map next season and then you release this also, you're at least not completely like throwing the narrative of the game, making everyone pissed off. You at least have something to give people, not just asking for money randomly in a July in the middle of a dead month of the season. Doubt any content they release is going to fix anything that's already wrong with the game. Yeah. I like it and I hate it. Yeah. So I don't know. I've seen some people talk about let's drop, like Respawn needs to get away from EA because EA is probably doing all this stuff. And I kind of agree, like EA is probably controlling a lot of this narrative, but we've seen this in the past. Destiny was with Activision, and we all know how Activision is. Look at Call of Duty. They release a new game every year that's basically the same. And when Destiny got away from Activision, their game didn't get any better. Their game got worse and more monetized because now they don't have that big publisher to give them paychecks and help them, support their game. It's a lot more stressful on the devs because they are in control of their entire future. They don't have that stream of income coming anymore. So I don't know if Respawn breaking off from EA is going to happen. Not to mention what Respawn means to EA is way more than what Destiny means to Activision. I mean, Activision has COD and Blizzard and Overwatch and World of Warcraft, and they own Candy Crush, which sounds silly, but Activision makes a boatload more money than what EA does, and Respawn is way bigger proportionally to EA than the vice versa. So some files show it's mostly Respawn's decision too. Yeah, I don't know. Pay to win with some legends not being playable unless you pay. Pay to win with some legends not being playable unless you pay. I don't really agree with that, Ashton, just because you can unlock all the legends for free. And if you've been playing for a long time, you will have a good amount of legends to play. But yeah, it could be deemed pay to win if like two people start at the same time, they both don't have your legends, and one buys the pass. I guess I could see that, but there's no one-to-one advantage just by owning more legends, though. So anyway, I just want to say that like I don't necessarily know if Respawn breaking off of EA is the worst decision. I do see Dexel, you said like some people say that it's Respawn's decision. It could be a Respawn's decision, but it could also be EA telling Respawn, you need to change up your cosmetic system, make more money, or we're going to lay off 200 of your employees. So I don't really know. I'm not in those meetings. I guess my big takeaway at the end of the day is still going to be what I said in my community post. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Like it's as simple as that. For me personally, am I going to buy this? I don't know. It depends on what the specific skins are in the past. Probably $10 to me isn't that big of a deal. I think it's a lot. It is a pretty big deal as a whole. I don't like this. Apex coins value has gone down. If you're buying event skins, so if you're buying collection events, there's really no reason for you not to buy the battle pass because you're getting 1,300 coins from the pass anyway. So whether you spend $10 on a battle pass or you spend $10 on coins, you're going to be getting, at least if you buy the battle pass, you get coins anyway. So that's hard to say. I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money though. Just it does make more financial sense to buy the battle pass if you're going to buy collection events. I will say I have a note here. I do think it's slightly being blown out of proportion. Like it is a big deal. It's not a consumer friendly deal, but it is just cosmetics and it is a free game. So I will just state that again. I do think it's a little bit scary how much value people put on skins as a whole. It is just a pixel on your screen. Like it's not going to change how you play the game. But that's not really for this video. Of course you're going to buy it. I mean, don't know. Depends on what it looks like. For me, the battle pass changes though wouldn't be a problem if the content they were pumping out was way more frequent and of higher quality. I just think I keep just struggling really hard thinking about how we went from season 7 to season 11 or season 12. It was 4 or 5 seasons in a row. We had a new legend every season. We had a new gun every season. There was map changes every season. We got 2 maps. We got Olympus and then Stormpoint in the span of that 1 year. And now, since Broken Moon Days, and I went through this earlier, I guess I'll talk about this now. We've got, 1 map since November of 2022, 3 legends, 3 weapon, and 1 weapon in 600 to 650 days. Whereas that span of season 7 to season 11, we got 2 maps, 4 legends, 3 weapons in just 350 days, which is half the time. So that to me is pretty crazy. I don't know. It's just, and we're also now getting shoved like 4 times the amount of cosmetic events. There was just 1 collection event in the middle of the season. No store skins or pop-up events or anything. It was just 1 collection event back then. And now we're getting 3 or 4 collection events. We had a $350 Universal Heirloom event the last 2 seasons. We've got recolor skin. We got recolor heirloom events. We got full-blown prestige skins now. We got just pop-up events like there's skins in the store right now. It's just crazy. Is the battle pass required to rank? Now that is something I also wanted to talk about. Now I do see some people on social medias talking about how I can go full campus. I do see some people talking on social media about how like let them buy the battle pass and it gives you exclusive access to ranks. To me, that sounds like a crazy request because why ever would you want content in the game to be paywalled? And not only is that going to divide the player base, like why would you want that? I just don't understand. Maybe they're kidding. I don't know, but like it would get rid of cheaters. I get that, but having to spend money on the free game just to access a mode in the game sounds absurd. Will the battle pass be free for a while if you do the challenges? Just at the start of next season. If you do the 2 challenges, and I think it was the first 2 weeks, you'll get the battle pass for free. But like having a paywall to play like a rank mode or something seems crazy. I don't like that at all. What if also back to the paywall thing, like what if you got to pay for ranked? Maybe you got to pay to play pubs. Maybe you got to play to get firing range access. Like, where are we going to stop the pay to get modes? And also, why do we as the players need to pay for them not being able to solve the cheating problem in their game? CSGO, I believe, has a type of matchmaking where they have a separate queue for people with battle passes versus without, aka avoid hackers. Yeah, I guess if you got the 2 modes, that'd be fine. You know, if you got both, if that's something you can choose to do. But I don't know if I like that. They already keep saying like they have an issue with splitting player bases. It's why we haven't had like a lot of dedicated BR only like playlists for modes. Like right now it's trios and quads, and we do have the LTM of solos, but why isn't it duos, trios, and quads? It's because they didn't want to split the player base. Is the paywall the way it's head regardless? I don't know. Could be. Definitely could be. Alrighty. Well, the last thing to end this battle pass segment is, are they going to revert it? I would be very shocked if they reverted this. I could see them maybe changing the price. Maybe they drop it to like $6. So now you're spending $12 a season instead of 10. Or like maybe they just do a complete revert and they say you can buy with coins. I don't know. I don't see that happening at all. I think people are crazy if they think that's going to happen. There has been an insane amount of negativity, though, I will say. I don't love going on social media right now or in the comments because it's pretty bad. But the way they should have done it is like, oh, every half season is now 700 coins. So it's 1,400 coins every season, but you know, you're getting more stuff and you can still spend your Apex coins, and maybe they don't give you 1,300, they give you 900. And there you go. They're making more money via coins than they were before per season, and you can still spend coins in the past. That would have been the consumer-friendly way to do it. We would have called them out on the price of it because it's more now per season, but it would not have been as bad as this, for sure. $5 is very reasonable. Yeah, maybe. I think if you can't spend coins on it, to me, it's unreasonable. Like, there's no price that would make this valuable. I think I would have rather had them say it's 600 or 700 coins a season, and we're only giving you 400 coins now. So you can't even get enough coins to get the battle pass. But if you save both splits battle passes, you can get one every season. Something like that. You know, you got to spend a little bit if you want both half seasons battle passes, but you know, we're going to give you enough coins to purchase one. Like, I don't know. There's just like so many other ways I would have done it. I would have loved to be in their meetings when they're talking about the prices of stuff. Recycled coins not bringing them profit though, 100%. Which maybe that's why like you get one a split. Yeah, and at the end of the day, you know, a lot of people are saying, why are they doing this? And it's like they want the money. It's because you're saying they haven't, like a lot of people are saying, I haven't had to buy any battle passes for 20 seasons. That's why they're doing it. They want money. That's actually a better idea. I mean, yeah, why not? Let's give you enough coins to get one every season. You know, if you want both, you got to spend a little bit extra. I don't know. Anyway, know what I hate though? I hate how we just talk about skins nonstop and just like BS. I wish it was like actually talking about the game and content. So let's talk about content. I guess I'm a little worried personally just because I don't know anything about the next season, which is usually not the case by now. Usually I would have play tested something, heard something, been asked to review something. And for the first time in like a year and a half, I can actually say I don't know nothing. So I know just as much as everyone in here. But I am pretty locked into what I see on Twitters and leaks and stuff. I'm not going to really go over leaks that much because I don't, as much as I think the Battle Pass stuff is a terrible thing to do, I think talking about leaks also hurts the integrity of the game a little bit, so I don't want to go too much into it. But, Andrew, I appreciate the membership. Thank you. Welcome. Very kind of you. The thing to do is they really need to make money. Do they really need to make money? I mean, they literally made more than $3.4 billion from Apex, and they still want money. I mean, yeah, they're a company. They always want money. That's how it goes. I don't blame them for that at all. I mean, like, I blame them for how much they're asking. They ask us a lot for money. But again, Andrew, I appreciate the membership. Welcome. So like I was saying, I don't know anything about content next season, which does make me pretty worried. Usually I would have known something by now. I'm not saying like I need to know everything that's going on all the time and maybe I was just excluded from stuff, which is fair, But let's talk about 2023 or 2024 even. I posted this video at the start of the year. It was like January 15th or something like that. You'll notice I wasn't really posting much, but in this video, I talk a lot about the content of the game. And even if you go farther back, there's a couple other videos I made like 2-3 years ago where I was talking about just stuff I wanted to see in the game. And the big one for me, always with the game, has been LTMs. So I'm happy we've gotten that. Like we've asked for that for a long time to have more LTMs. And we got solos, quads, 3 strikes. We've gotten the Final Fantasy mode, which wasn't the greatest, but it is a mode, so I will give them that. So, and I think this needs to keep happening. Like, I think what we're going through right now, where it was a half season of solos, half season of quads, I think that needs to happen almost every season. I do not think it should replace duos, though. But that was one thing I was actually asking for, and you can actually see ways to play. So I think that is good. But as a whole, I think the actual content they're releasing in terms of not modes, like legends, maps, weapons, systems, I don't think that has been that great. So far this year, we have gotten, what have we gotten? Let's see. The big highlights are we've gotten armor upgrades and legend upgrades. So those are the two, I would say, notable changes of the game. The thing is with those is they don't really change the actual gameplay. They just change like a little bit in terms of like the system and what you have to work for. They don't really do anything to the game. You're still playing the same legends, still shooting the same weapons. We got broken map changes finally, but it did take us 18 months since Broken Moon's release to get those changes. So that to me is a huge negative. We've never gone a year and a half of having a map without that map having any changes. It's always been 2 seasons prior. So Olympus came out in season 7, changes in season 9. Stormpoint season 11, changes in season 13. And then the change was with Broken Moon, where it came out in season 15. We didn't get any changes till season 21. Don't know what that's all about, but it happened. We've got an altar this year. She's fine, but that's about it. We didn't get any legend last season. The Broken Moon changes are fine. The armor changes are fine. So in terms of so far, we're 7 months into this year. We've gotten 1 legend, 1 map tweak, and some LTMs, and that's kind of it. So when we're playing a live service game, if we're only getting 1 legend and 1 map tweak, like what are we actually supposed to play? So I'm not too surprised to see this player count go down when there's not really that much new content. So there's better ways to make money for them. Potentially. Yeah. I mean, they just want more ways to make money. I don't know if better ways though. Are they removing respawn? No, I don't think so. Not at all. I would be surprised if they did that. So like in terms of content this year, it hasn't been great. Now I do want to talk about content since the start of season 15. So even if I talk about, now I was talking a little bit about season 7 to season 11 because I really think that is the period of time in the game where we had the most content. But even from season 15, that 650, it's been 650 days since season 15. We've gotten 3 legends, 1 map with Broken Moon, and 1 weapon in those 650 days. And at season 7 to season 11, the fact that we were getting like a new weapon every season to me just almost seems unrelatable anymore. I just don't know why we haven't gotten a new gun. I know they want the weapon meta to be healthy. If they're worried about putting too many weapons into the game, I honestly would have rather if they like took a weapon out for a season. So you bring in a new assault rifle, you take out the hemlock for a season. I would have rather they do that. But Andrew, appreciate the $10. Thank you. I would rather do this than buy anything else on Apex. Damn, I appreciate that. Thank you. First super on the live stream. I appreciate it. Do you ever wonder why a game like Fortnite don't have any issues Apex is going through? I mean, Fortnite has issues, but like, I think Fortnite has become this game where it's so like memeable now. Maybe memeable is not the right answer. It's just like everything in terms of Fortnite is just kind of collabs now. I feel like Fortnite has worked themselves into this genre of game or this kind of mode where it's like accepted that they have Metallica and then they have Legos and then, you know, they got just like all other sorts of stuff always coming to the game and people just go there and they have a good time. They don't really worry about it as much. Fortnite makes a lot of content, yeah. And like Fortnite changes their game more than any game I've ever pretty much known to ever exist. Like the way the game could play one season could be completely different the next season, which could be completely different the following season, which is good and bad. Like the core of the game, I guess, is still there. The movement and shooting mechanics are still there. But like the weapons and the abilities that they put in the game, the movement and the collabs they have just makes the game just more fun, maybe. Like they're not over serious about their game. I will say I do get thrown out a little bit, like when I see Metallica and Star Wars, and then like Thanos is over there, and X-Men and Marvel. But their passion is making the game fun. Yeah, I mean they make a ton of money in the game. Also, like they always have these collabs. I'm sure the collabs are getting paid handsomely. So I don't think Fortnite is really worried about the monetization like EA and Respawn is. Like if you look up Fortnite earnings compared to Apex, it's like unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let me see if I can find it. Like Fortnite has made, let's see. Just from a quick Google search, it says over 20 billion, and that was last year at some point in the lifetime. And if I look at like Apex Legends, it's probably like 3 to 4. Yeah, 3.5 billion. And that was March of this year. So, you know, Fortnite is making real cash. You know, I one thing that I do like about Fortnite slightly over Apex, while I think Apex gameplay is far superior, I do like that Fortnite has more risk taking. Like they don't mind trying out stuff, making like a splash in their game to see if it works. They did that with like no build. They did that with the Lego mode and just overall changing the game, like the core gameplay. But Apex doesn't do that. Like if you think about what Apex was 4 years ago, 2 years ago, a year ago to what it is today, the game is really the same. They just don't change the game at all. And because the game is not changing, like I see Vicky just said that Apex isn't very beginner friendly. Fortnite is, like, because Apex doesn't really change the game. The people that have been playing the game for 5 years, like it's very difficult to get into the game when you're going up against those players that have been here the whole time, just sweating it. And the thing I do like about Apex is that the skill ceiling is pretty high. The time to kill is a lot longer in some ways, which means there's a lot of ways you can manipulate your engagements because the time to kill is longer. It's just, I feel like Apex almost needs a new mode that's not Battle Royale. And that actually reminds me, if you go to Apex's website, I don't know if you can see this. You can't. Let me move this a little bit. But literally, if you look at the About section under Apex Legends, you go to the About, it gives you a bunch of the stuff. But then the modes, it says Battle Royale, Team Deathmatch, Control, and Gun Run. And the fact that TDM, Control, and Gun Run are literally listed with the Battle Royale, I think is a huge, like, just why? There's no way these three modes are remotely supported like this mode. And these modes are not, like, I wouldn't say, oh, wow, look, they have 4 modes. Let's go play Apex because I can play all these modes. No way. It's Battle Royale and then it's mixtape. So I feel like this is a little misleading, I noticed, but I feel like they're just trying to, like, fluff their content in some ways. Apex Legends needs a reboot. So something I did want to talk about was the next year. Guess we can pivot to that. Well, let me just end the content discussion before we go to the next year. I will say I think Apex does need a reboot. I guess this is all related, but like Apex needs to take the meta and completely change it. Like when the game first came out, everything was really, really overpowered. Like a Peacekeeper could hit like 160, a Wingman would hit like 140 headshot. I think we need to take all the guns, buff them all, change what's on top of the game, and take the legends and also tweak a lot of their abilities and time. You could even just like tweak the timers and everything. And I feel like the game just needs that sort of like fresh meta influx. It's not a complete reboot like you are mentioning, but I think the meta of the game, it's just like we've been in Nemesis and Hemlock meta for a year and a half. We need a new meta, in my opinion. New meta, just influx of the game. But in terms of the next year, so season 22, some people have been saying we're going to get a new map. I don't know if we're going to get a new map, to be honest. I feel like most likely we're going to get probably Olympus tweaks. I think that was the rumor I saw. We've never gotten a new map in August. New maps have always come in the fall/winter seasons. I guess it's the fall season, the October, November, primarily November season. So I do not expect a new map next season in terms of what we're going to get for content. New legend. It's been a year and a half now where we have not gotten new legends back-to-back season. So I think it's pretty logical to say we're not going to get a new legend next season since we got Alter this season. A new weapon, I don't know. That would be the one thing I would like to see. Season 16 was when the Nemesis came out, so it'll have been 6 seasons since a weapon. So I definitely think a new weapon is time. I'm not sure what they would introduce. The rumors from the old season 10 leak, there was a crossbow. There was dual wielding pistols, energy pistols, and I think there was another like energy SMG, I think was the rumor for a while. A recent rumor I saw was a shotgun, some sort of energy-based shotgun. Not sure about that, but we'll have to wait and see in terms of content. But a reboot is something that I did want to talk about. Potentially, why we have not gotten as much content could be because they stopped focusing on Apex Legends to make an Apex Legends 2. And the only way they could support both was they had to pretty much strip the teams in half, which would make sense. We went from a map every year and a legend every season and a weapon every season. And now we only get a legend every other season. And seemingly we only get a map every other year. So maybe they took half of the team to work on some sort of Apex Legends 2. I don't know. Less content would be a result of splitting the development team, which maybe that did happen. And it might be why they also did the Battle Pass changes, because they want to get the bad PR out of the way with this Battle Pass system while it's Apex Legends 1 before they release Apex Legends 2. I think that wasn't the right strategy if it is true. I think they should have just announced the Battle Pass changes with a new game. It would have went over way better. But do you notice 3 Strikes is unplayable due to the shield perks? I don't know if I've noticed that. We getting a new weapon next season? No. We getting a new map next season? No. We getting scammed next season? Yes. If they said they needed this money to stop cheaters, would it make me feel better? Overall, maybe a little bit, because it would show that they're just continuing to address the situation. They're still actively looking into it. I don't know if it would have made me feel better just because they're asking for money in order to solve this situation. I think they don't need more money to solve that situation. I don't think more money is per se going to fix the cheater problem. Asking your player base for that, I don't think is necessarily right. Go back to the content for next season. The one content piece that I do see is Lifeline Reborn. We have had that rumored for a long time, which is kind of weird because Lifeline has been really pretty solid the past couple seasons. Like, she's come out of nowhere. This is a leak from 9 months ago, which I don't love really talking about, but like the passive unchanged, attack still gonna heal it away, and ult was a reverse horizontal. I don't think that's really true, but so Lifeline Reborn could happen. I feel like Lifeline's in a pretty good spot right now. She's pretty used, very popular, so to change her doesn't really make sense to me. Like Revenant, when they changed Revenant in season 17, I think it was, maybe season 18. Like Revenant was not great. Like he wasn't really used. He was pretty niche. Like he had some uses, but I was also thinking about that recently. It was like maybe they should have just came out with a new legend completely that had Revenant's abilities. Like maybe that would have been better. Unless they need money for the new game, if they're making one. Yeah, that's possible. Do you think the game engine needs to change for Apex? That's actually something I did mention in my 2024 review of the game. Is I did say that the Apex Legends engine, if you're unaware, it's like a version of Source, I think it is. I think it's like the Source 2 engine. Which, for if you don't know, came out in 2004, and the top games in 2004 were like Halo 2 and like Half-Life 2. So the fact that we are still rocking literally a 19, almost 20-year-old engine with the Source engine, obviously it's not the same one. They've updated and upgraded it. Could be definitely a huge issue. I think Unreal Engine 5 would be the way to go. Like, I don't think they make a Source 3, or there might already be a Source 3, I don't know. But like, I don't think they make their own engine for a new game. Halo did that route. Halo Infinite did that. They made a engine called Slipstream. Spent like $500 million making that engine, and like no one knows how to use the engine because it's so specific to that one game that they can't really hire people. Can't hire people to make content. So I think like Unreal would be good. I don't want the game to look like Fortnite. It still needs to feel and play exactly like it does now, but I think they could do that. If they release Apex 2, do you think they will transfer everything from Apex 1 to Apex 2, or will they release a whole new game? That's a tough one. Like, that kind of goes back to like, if they release an Apex 2, like I'd be pretty sad that we lose all the legends that we have right now. I feel like we have a good library. But at the same time, I would be kind of okay with just getting a new game, which means we would lose all the skins. I don't know what happened with Overwatch to Overwatch 2. Did Overwatch 2... Like, Overwatch 2 has some of the same characters, right? But they don't have all the same. So, what happened to their skins? My guess is they wouldn't roll skins over, which would suck because people have spent a lot of money. What happened with Apex 2.0? Do you have any info? Can you mention it, please? It's been countless months. I don't know anything about in the second Apex. I don't know anything about future Apex right now. Game engine matter because new tech like high polling rate devices are not supported. Yeah. I mean, a new engine would potentially maybe not fix audio, but it would probably improve it. Like, that's why I think the audio is as bad as it is, because the engine kind of blows. Let's go to... I might play for a little bit. But yeah, I think the engine is definitely... I would love to see them like just get a new engine. I don't know how they would do that, but I think Fortnite did that, I believe, in the early days. They went from whatever they are to Unreal, and the game had a huge like upgrade. It felt like a massive upgrade. Let's see. Let's talk about the ALGS. I think that's about it for content. Wrap up. Do I think Apex Legends 2 is being worked on or something like that? I don't know. I think I would rather if they worked on like Titanfall 3 and implemented some sort of like spin-off BR mode with Titans rather than an Apex Legends 2. I don't know if that's going to happen. I think I would rather they did that. Like yes, I want a new engine, but if they kept Apex Legends and they came out with another game that you could access from Apex and they called it Titanfall 3 multiplayer, maybe the multiplayer in Titanfall 3 links to Apex Legends in some way. Like you don't necessarily need to level guns, but the stuff you earn in the Titanfall 3 multiplayer can be used in Apex Legends. And now there's also a Titanfall Battle Royale that you can use. Something like that I think would be pretty cool. Or you don't even have Titans and it's just like wall running. Like you bring wall running into Apex in some aspect. What advantages sniper bullets got added back with a hit of Gibby Bubble could act like a heat shield in the ring? What advantages sniper bullets got added back with a hit or Gibby Bubble could act like a heat shielded ring? I think, maybe advantages sniper might be overpowered. Like if you're getting hits and you can just keep getting bullets, I think that'd be too good. Gibby Bubble, like if the upgrade was like a heat shield, I think that'd be cool. I'd be down with that. I like that idea. I have a silly theory. Maybe no. Maybe they asked for too much so they can have enough funds to make Apex Legends 2, but they don't want to mention it as an element of surprise. I'm sure it's a no. Yeah, maybe. Clip by Google, what's up? How you doing? And Twix, what's up? Curly, what's up? Welcome, everyone. So let's talk about the ALGS a little bit. This stream's like mostly like a news and update video for the community. I've been trying to find ways to get more content out that's not as formulaic as I've done in the past, but we're going to talk about mainly about North America. But if we'll look at all the regions, but APAC North and APAC South, not too surprising that Fnatic is on top. They played very well in the last LAN. I'm not really familiar with a lot of these teams. It does seem, let's see who I would expect to be up there. That's not Reject Winity. Didn't they just win land? So for them to be 23rd, that's crazy. I thought Red Rams was pretty solid, so they're not up there either. Crazy Raccoon and Riddle Order, I thought both were pretty decent too. So for them not to be up there, I don't know specifically in terms of players, but Vixen, what's up? I like where the guy was going, overpowered, but maybe every knock you get a bullet back. I could see that. Yeah, if you get an actual knock with Vantage Sniper, you get a bullet back. Yeah, I like that better than a hit. So that's APAC North. They have 140, or Fnatic has 142 points. That's impressive. It says they played 7. I think they already played their regional finals. I don't know if you guys saw this. APAC North regional finals went to game 13. They played Apex Legends for 7 hours till they got a winner. Isn't that actually absurd? Like they had 105 points, 101 points, 100 points. They had 16 teams on match point eligible before they finally got one in game 13. Reject just won, but one of their players left. Okay, did not know that. This is like every like ALGS, like not caster, but like developer or leads like dream. Having 13 games must have been absurd. They must have been exhausted after that though. Playing, I know it's like they're playing video games, but playing high level video games for that long is exhausting. Apex South looks like they also had their thing last. They had their results or their oh my god, I can't speak. Or their regional finals last week, so they only had 7 games. Apex South is definitely the region I know least about. Legends, I believe, I thought was pretty good. Dreamfire, I also thought was pretty decent. Low key, I don't know anything about any of these teams. 7 hours, no thanks. Yeah, I've not followed the ALGS this year at all. Swapping and changing teams players is so stupid. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like regular sports though. You can change teams. I guess you can't change teams as often though in regular sports. Uh, EMEA Alliance. I need to get back to like. I want to go here. Yeah. Alliance. So EMEA has not had their regional finals. That's also this weekend. Alliance is on top. Not too surprising. I was surprised to see FaZe Clan up here. I didn't realize FaZe signed a EU team. Otherwise, I've heard of all these teams. I think they all are reasonable. Passion UA, I thought didn't do too good last split. So seeing them there is a little surprising. Surprised that Aurora is not up there. Passion disbanded. Maybe they went to Passion UA. Otherwise, it's really just Aurora. I guess players, they were pretty good. These two teams I would expect to be up top, and they're not, but you want them to change Rampart's passive to every gun or just completely change it? I would be down for that. I'd be down for like Rampart's passive does 15% for LMGs and like 10% for regular guns. That's my passion, LMAO. And then NA is the one I know most about because I can actually watch their games. They're during the right time for me. Big things that happened over the last split. Disguised and Not Moist had big team changes. It's Timmy went to Not Moist. Disguised, I think, still stayed with Design and Enemy, and they picked up. Can't remember who they picked up. Snipe Down is playing on Native right now. Oxygen being this low, I was gonna say surprised me, but doesn't necessarily, just because I feel like they've been struggling recently. I feel like Yup wins and scrims a lot, but they're 17th. Elevate, I'm a little surprised they're down here. I think they had some team changes as well. If I recall, Zap was on Elevate and Zap is now on TSM. TSM had a massive change up. Imperial Howe went to Falcons with Zero and Jen Burton. Sykes, who was on Falcons, went to LG. LG is now Sweet Sykes Funk, maybe. I'm happy to see TSM up here, even without Hal. I think that shows how good Evan and Jordan are. Furia being up here surprises me a little bit, not gonna lie. Let's see, Bleed is the old Optic, or partially the old Optic. Complexity, Cloud9. I'm surprised Cloud9 got 11th, to be honest. I thought they were struggling a lot. NRG is back in Apex, so that's cool. Let's see NRG back. Regional finals is Sunday. Let's see. Who's gonna win? I mean, the easiest TSM or Falcons. They've been playing insane. I do feel like they've been struggling this week, and they got a Checkpoint North and Thermal Station, I think. Checkpoint North? No, Checkpoint North and Sky West. So their POIs are decent. I don't like Checkpoint though. So I think Falcons should win. I'd like to see TSM also win. From other teams, I wouldn't mind seeing Moist win the regional finals. I believe, in terms of getting to LAN, I believe like, is it all these people get the LAN, or is it top two? I can't quite remember. Aurora released Hardeki, right? That is a huge change. I was surprised to see that, especially so late into like the matches. Bit off topic, but does anyone know of a PS4 controller with clicky triggers and back buttons? Clicky triggers and back buttons. I think the Battle Beaver one you can always customize, but it's like $300. I play in 104 FOV. Fury picked up Vaxxon. He's so good. That's true. Some people I feel like forget, like Vaxxon won on can't remember his teammates. It was Vax, and it was the 100 Thieves boys for a while. They won when they were on Congarna before Congarna came a cryptocurrency org or Twitter or whatever. So that's, I feel like, about it. I just kind of want to cover Apex ALGS a little bit. I am excited to see the regional finals. I don't know if I'll be able to watch EMEA. I should be able to watch North America though. But guys, you'll have to let me know what you think about Apex Legends in the comments. If you are watching this later, let me know what you think about the Battle Pass. Be sure to hit the like button. I think we're probably gonna call it a day here. Short stream. I might stream on Twitch later. I don't know. I might play some games on Twitch. I just wanted to do this stream now to kind of get like some content out. I have a big video coming out on maybe tomorrow, probably Saturday. You can go join my Discord if you are wondering. It's an hour-long video with a ton of Apex Legends tips. It's like 6 or 7 videos I've done in the past. I think it's the best advice I can give you. It's like the Apex Legends guide, in my opinion. So it's an hour long. You can check that out. Be sure to hit the like button. If you're new here, subscribe, guys. I appreciate everyone coming by. Again, I will see you in the next one. Maybe Twitch later. I don't know. Join the Discord. Follow Twitter. That's where I give you all the updates, guys. Have a good one. Peace.